Morning has come, arise and greet the day. Dance with joy and sing a song of gladness. The light of hope it shines upon each face. May it bring faith to guide our journey home. A new day dawns, once more the gift is given. Wonder fills this moment shared together. The light of peace it shines upon each face. May it bring faith to guide our journey home. Open our eyes to see that life abounds. Open hearts to welcome it among us. The light of love it shines upon each face. May it bring faith to guide our journey home.
Good morning, and welcome to Live Oak Unitarian Universalist Church. My name is Carrie Krause. I'm the Director of Lifespan Faith Development here at Live Oak, and it's my pleasure to welcome you today for our annual tradition of the All Ages Non-Pageant. A special welcome to you if you're visiting us for the first time. You can find out a lot more about Live Oak by visiting our website at www.liveoakuu.org. On our homepage, you'll find a link to the newsletter where you can subscribe to receive a weekly edition that highlights the events that are coming up that week and into the future. It's one of the ways that we keep each other informed. Now, as is the tradition in our worship services, we begin by lighting our chalice. So if you have a chalice or a candle, I invite you to draw it near now as we light these together.
leaves of the roses on the way. Stars keep the water light dim. One more night the bowl shall bring, shining beyond the frosty weather, bright as sun and moon together. Beneath the leaves of the star is on the wing.
Traditionally, the Advent wreath is used to mark the Sundays until Christmas with gradually increasing light. Each week, a new flame is lit to represent light banishing darkness. This year, however, we're doing something different. Darkness is as important as light. The cold dark of winter is as important to life as the bright warmth of summer. Black is beautiful, so this year we're doing a reverse Advent wreath. We begin with all the lights, and each week we'll extinguish another flame until gradually we enter into the full darkness. Today we remember those things that only exist in the dark, far, far away from us. The creatures in the depths of the dark ocean, living creatures in the blackest caves. We imagine the life that may exist in the deepest, darkest parts of the universe. Just because we can't live there ourselves doesn't mean the spirit of life isn't at work there. We are not all there is. Nature isn't just for us. May this make us humble. May we be blessed by the awesome, full life of the darkness.
Three, four. When it's late December, dark and cold,
Where is the light?
when old man year is bending low,
Where is the light?
when the sun runs off to bed too soon,
Where is the light?
and there's nothing but a skinny moon.
Where is the light?
Can't you tell me where is the light? Where is the light? Where is the light? Oh, the light's inside of me. Well, it's dark each morning when I rise,
Where is the light?
and it's dark when all my eggs are frying.
Where is the light?
And it's dark when off to work I go.
Where is the light?
And it's dark again when I get home.
Where is the light?
Can't you tell me where is the light? Well, where is the light? Where is the light? Oh, the light's inside of me. In my skin and in my bones, in my heart and in my soul. That light of light so bright and gold, like a summer day. When the sun goes missing in the sky, when it's rising in my eyes, chasing all those winter blues away. When I'm burning bright like kerosene,
Where is the light?
when I'm twinkling like the Pleiades,
Where is the light?
and I'm dancing like a candle flame.
Where is the light?
When I'm burning bright like fruit flambe. Where is the light? Won't you tell me? Where is the light? Where is the light? Where is the light? Oh, the light's inside of me. Can't you tell me? Where is the light? Oh, where is the light? Won't you tell me? Where is the light? Oh, the light's inside of me. 3, 4. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
This is Angel Gabriel of Zoom God, streaming to you in the comfort of your own homes. The internet is buzzing as shoppers jump from website to website, filling their online carts and making purchases. The delivery drivers bawl. There are only, count 'em and weep, shoppers, 12 days left until Christmas. And you of the plastic and debt and no payment down and no interest until next year have yet to buy all of those presents. Panic is filling the air. You can almost taste it.
Give me a P. Give me an O. Give me an E. Give me an S. Give me an E. Give me an N. Give me a T. Give me an S. What's that spell? What's that spell?
Presents!
What's Christmas all about?
Presents!
So I don't get it.
What?
All this present business.
You don't like presents?
I do like presents, but aren't you?
What does that have to do with Honey Honey?
Well, we don't really believe that Jesus is the only special child of God and that he was born of a virgin. And
Forget Jesus. Focus on the presents.
well, I mean, it's just if you don't believe in all that stuff, then why the big party for Jesus and the presents for us?
You don't like presents?
I do like presents. I already told you that.
Then what's the problem? It's the time of the year to score big.
I mean, when we were in our read class and we were talking about what we believe.
You pay attention?
Yeah.
Honor for you.
Anyway, we're talking about what we believe.
I believe I'll ask for.
No, what we believe about stuff.
I believe I love stuff.
No, we're talking about how we believe that we already have too much stuff and how we're ruining vigorous resources.
What has that got to do with presents?
Well, as a can you want presents?
Everybody wants presents.
I mean, is it ethical?
You've been paying way too much attention in RE class.
Mom,
Yes, dear.
if we don't believe all this stuff about Jesus, then why do we celebrate Christmas?
Honey, go ask your father. I'm baking Christmas cookies.
Dad,
What?
if we don't believe all this stuff about Jesus, then why do we celebrate Christmas in the first place?
Go ask your mother. I'm busy putting up the tree.
But why do we have a tree? What does that have to do with Christmas?
Go ask your mother.
Mom,
Yes?
why do we have a tree? And what does that have to do with Christmas?
Honey, go ask your father.
Dad,
What?
why do we have a tree?
Because. Because I like squashing you and your sister and your mother and the dog into the car and going to the forest to argue with your mother about which tree to kill every year while you whine about the cold and your sister wets her pants and the dog rolls in something we have to smell all the way home.
Does every family do this on Christmas?
No, only you use.
What is the big deal about a tree? I mean, it takes up room, the cat always drinks up the water in the stand, it dries out, it drops pine needles all over, and the dog takes off half the tinsel every time he wags his tail.
I want a tree. My family always had a tree. We're having a tree.
And that's that? End of discussion?
That's that. End of discussion.
Okay, so what does this tree thing mean to you?
It means the smell of the forest, green when all the world has lost its vibrancy, a bit of the outside coming in, something to string with popcorn and cranberries and cinnamon sticks and dried orange peels and wooden ornaments that my parents had. It means a place to sit in front of in the dark and be quiet, watching the candles and the fire. It means remembering.
Remembering what?
The moonlight falls upon the rise of the rock circle. Frozen light in winter's night. Shadows dance. I hear the call of the island sea. Wave upon wave, nudging ashore of rock and sand. I step into the ancient circle and cast my spirit. Here, in this place, made holy by all those who have trod here before me, I touch the sacred. Winter, solstice. My heart waits. The spirit awakes. Winter,
Dog.
winter,
Wet.
winter,
Old.
winter,
Bitter.
winter,
Dark.
winter,
Fading sun.
winter,
Wind.
winter,
Barren.
winter,
Dark.
winter,
Silence.
winter,
Inward.
Winter,
Dark.
winter,
Lingering night.
winter,
Dying of the day.
winter.
In the darkness comes the birth, light.
Light. On this day, in this moment.
Light is furthest from us.
At its weakest.
The day is at its shortest.
Darkness is at its fullest.
Solstice.
Mystery lingers.
Solstice.
A pinpoint.
From beyond the horizon.
Out of darkness.
Moving toward us.
The promise, the beginning, a reawakening.
Light. Solstice.
A pivot point of the year.
Light, growing stronger and brighter.
The goddess was said to lie sleeping.
Her consort, now old, would die.
A newborn babe, a new god, would come into the world.
To grow strong and become the goddess's new lover.
The Romans called it the birthday of the unconquered sun.
Saturnalia.
A 12-day festival that marked the ending of one year and the beginning of another.
It was a gigantic fair and festival of the home.
Halls of houses were decked with boughs of laurel and evergreen trees.
Temples were decorated with evergreens, symbolizing life's continuity.
Lamps were kept burning to ward off spirits of darkness.
Friends visited one another, bringing good luck gifts.
Mistletoe, considered sacred because it mysteriously grew on the sacred oak tree, was cut and a spray given ceremoniously to each family to be hung in doorways for good luck.
It was known as All Heal.
Kissing under the mistletoe was a pledge of friendship.
In Scandinavia, the winter festival was the Yule.
Great logs were burned.
The Yule log was believed to have a magical effect, enabling the sun to burn brighter.
People drank mead and gathered round bonfires.
Poets spoke, and musicians played and sang.
Solstice.
We beg and borrow, each from the other, layer upon layer, build and rebuild, overtaking one another, incorporating one another, linking back, visioning forward, searching for, trying to make sense of, trying to connect. The meeting of the divine without and the divine within. Celebrating, ritualizing, fullness of being, festivals of light.
Diwali is the festival of lights and celebrates the Hindu New Year. It is a celebration of the victory of light over darkness and the triumph of good over evil.
Diwali takes place every year in late October or early November, depending on the cycle of the moon. This festival can last up to 5 days.
The legends celebrate the victory of good over evil, and this festival is a celebration of hope, happiness, and peace. This festival is celebrated with sparklers and fireworks. Diwali food includes sweets such as delicious gulab jamun.
We light candles and rows of oil lamps to welcome in goodness and banish darkness.
Homes are decorated with rangoli decorations made with flowers or colored sand.
Sikhs, Jains, and Buddhists also celebrate the New Year with a festival of lights on these dates, but have different legends and traditions referring to the event.
Happy Diwali!
We beg and borrow, each from the other, layer upon layer, build and rebuild, overtaking one another, incorporating one another, linking back, visioning forward, searching for, trying to make sense of, trying to connect. The meeting of the divine without and the divine within. Celebrating, ritualizing, fullness of being, festivals of light.
Give me some guilt.
I have enough already.
Guilt. It's guilt. Whatever. Give me some.
Say please.
Please give me some guilt. Guilt. Hanukkah guilt.
Hanukkah. Literally, dedication.
Festival of Lights. An 8-day celebration falling anywhere from late November to December.
It commemorates events which took place in 165 BC.
Under Syrian rule, all forms of Jewish religious observance had been forbidden.
The Holy Temple of Jerusalem had been destroyed. Statue of Zeus had been placed on the ritual altar.
In the village of Meridian, not far from Jerusalem, a priest named Mattathias the Hasmonean and his sons organized a successful rebellion against the Syrian troops. This small band of freedom fighters won against the massive army. They then headed to Jerusalem to liberate the Holy Temple. They captured the temple from the Syrians and then destroyed the Greek idols. They purified the ritual areas. The ceremonies of rededicating the temple to its holy purposes took 8 days. Legend has it that when the sons of Mattathias prepared to rekindle the sacred eternal lamp of the temple, they discovered that all but one vessel of purified oil had been destroyed by the Syrians. It was enough oil to last for only 1 day. The miracle was that the oil burned not for 1 day, but for 8, the days needed to purify the temple.
Gifts are exchanged at Hanukkah as tokens of love and affection. One of the traditional gifts is gelt, money. This time when the candles are burning are to be a time of relaxation and enjoyment. Often family members play with a dreidel, a 4-sided top. Each side contains a Hebrew letter which stands for the words, "A great miracle happened there." Hanukkah is a celebration of bringing of new light into darkness.
Mom,
Yes, dear.
I want to be Jewish.
You what?
Yep,
Why?
because they get 8 nights of presents, not just one crummy day like Christmas.
You'll have to talk to your dad.
Dad!
Candles are lit in a candelabrum known as a menorah. It has 9 branches, 1 for each of the 8 nights of Hanukkah. The 9th, known as the shamash, or servant candle, is used to light the others. Candles are placed right to left and lit left to right. A prayer is said as the candles are lit. Baruch Atah Adonai. Blessed art thou, O Lord our God, ruler of the universe, who has created us and commanded us to kindle the Hanukkah lights.
We beg and borrow, each from the other, layer upon layer, build and rebuild, overtaking one another, incorporating one another, linking back, visioning forward, searching for, trying to make sense of, trying to connect. The meeting of the divine without and the divine within. Celebrating, ritualizing, fullness of being, festivals of light.
What?
Put your hearing aids in.
I am. What did you say?
I said you can't just ignore Christmas and pretend like it doesn't exist.
Why not? We're UUs. We don't have to do anything.
Yes, but the whole culture is all caught up in it.
So, when did we ever do what everybody else does?
Well, don't you think it could have some meaning?
What?
Turn off your hearing aid.
I can hear you. I can hear you. I meant, what has to have meaning?
Oh, Christmas.
How is it supposed to have meaning when it's all become commercial and kids know more about Santa than Jesus and think it's all about presents?
It is about presents.
Give me a break.
I mean, spelled Presence. Presents.
Yeah, but not of some bedraggled kid in a manger with no place for his head.
I know, but it's about the presence of something.
Of what?
Oh, I don't know. Possibility?
Profit?
Oh, just turn off your hearing aid.
Peace.
What?
Turn up your hearing aid. I said peace.
What about it?
About the possibility of peace. Born anew in our hearts. Born in the life of every child.
What was in that punch?
Joseph, quit sitting around and do something useful for once. This kid needs a diaper change, and I've got to muck out this barn.
Stable, Mary. It's a stable.
Stable, barn, Hotel 6, the Hilton, it's all the same to me. Animals, manure, hay, drafty, crowded. You think all these angels and wise men could help out a little?
They did bring him presents. They do adore him.
You call frankincense and myrrh presents? Why don't you light some of that frankincense and myrrh? Maybe it'll help the smell around here.
There's the gold they brought.
Gold aluminum covered chocolates. Gelt. These men, don't they know he can't have solid food for months yet? Do they have nuts in them? I'm allergic to nuts.
They're just plain dark chocolate.
That figures. I only like milk chocolate.
Mary, the boy needs to be fed.
You feed him then.
Mary, that is a physical impossibility.
Here, give him to me. Men, worthless. Good luck, Jesus.
Good luck, Jesus. We have placed all our hope in you, a mere child. We ask of you the impossible. Teach us the truth. Bring peace into our world. Good luck, Jesus.
We beg and borrow, each from the other, layer upon layer, build and rebuild, overtaking one another, incorporating one another, linking back, visioning forward, searching for, trying to make sense of, trying to connect. The meeting of the divine without and the divine within. Celebrating, ritualizing, fullness of being, festivals of light.
Grandma,
Yes, dear?
it sure seems like it. No matter what, the holiday candles are involved.
Yes, you're right.
Grandma,
Yes, dear.
why is that?
Go ask your grandpa.
Grandpa,
Tis the
Tis
season of light.
Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
so much for joining us for worship today. And a special thank you to our readers, our producers, all the people who created video, the musicians. Thank you for making it a special service. A quick reminder that today is our congregational meeting, so there will not be a fellowship hour or a visitor's table. However, you can join us in the future for those events. And now, as we depart this worship time together, let us remember to embrace the darkness that this season holds and always search for the light and find ways to let it enter our lives and carry it out to the world. Blessed be, and amen.
Soon the day will arise when we will be together, and no longer will we live in fear. And the children will smile without wondering whether on that day thunder clouds will appear. Wait and see what a world there can be if we share, if we care, you and me. Wait and see